Good morning from EPCOT for the very first day of the International Food and Wine Festival. I am very excited. There's a lot of new food, and as you guys know, the very first thing that we have to do is we have to pick up our festival passport. And right on the front, we learned that this runs from August 29th through November 23rd. So, the day before Jen's birthday is the last day of the festival. It is shorter this year, so we will have to try to pack in as much as possible. So the food booths aren't quite open yet, so we're gonna head over and check out some merch first. Then when the food booths open, we're gonna dive right into food. Before we get over to the merch, I wanted to go over a little bit of the festival passport with you. Of course, when we open it up, it kind of gives you like an overview of what to find inside of the passport. And then you can see they've got fun for all ages. They've got a couple of scavenger hunts right now. They've got Remy's Ratatouille Hide and Squeak, where you go around and try to find the different ingredients that Remy has. It's Remy and a certain ingredient for making ratatouille. And then for a limited time, and it doesn't tell us what that limited time is, there is the Pluto's Pumpkin Pursuit, where you have to go around and find different pumpkins that are decorated like Disney characters. We'll point out both the Remy and the Pluto's Pumpkin Pursuits if we see any today, so you guys know what they look like. A play zone is just a playground over there, and then choose your course. Not sure which menu item to check out. There's a little like flow chart in here. They do recommend getting a Disney Festival gift card. That way you can control, like keep an eye on how much you're spending. There's different merchandise. They're going over the different things. This all seems like the same merchandise that we've had in years past. I don't see anything new. This baseball hat looks interesting. And then we get to the Eat to the Beat concert series, and if you guys wanted to, you could scan this QR code here. So at the America Gardens Theater, nightly from 5:30, 6:45, and 8 until November 18th, there are different bands that are gonna come out and play, and that band list will be at this QR code. There's a QR code for an allergy-friendly menu, and then the cuisine key, it tells you if the food item is part of Emil's Fromage montage or if it's plant-based. And then we get into the different food booths, and you can see some of them. Macatizers is a brand new booth they have listed here, but they're still not listing which items are new, which I wish they would do. I usually go to Disney Parks blog to see what the new items are and to pick out what I'm gonna eat for the day. But you can see this one is a vegetarian or vegan option. I'll see if I can find you one from Emil's Fromage montage. They do also have these little kind of like triangles here next to them that you can tick off saying, I've eaten that. So you can go through and try to eat everything on the menu if you'd like to. Here are some items from Emil's Fromage montage. You can see the cheese there at the end. And then we get to the center here, has the choose your course section, and that lets you know, like, what are you in the mood for? Are you in the mood for something savory or sweet? And then you go through and you pick out the different type of things that you might want, and it'll lead you to various items in the different booths, depending on what you've picked out. And then once we get to the very end, then we get into Emil's Fromage montage. So this is very easy to understand once you get into it, but kind of explaining it is a little bit complex. So purchase any 5 menu items from Emil's Fromage montage. So any of these items that had the cheese next to them, like we saw from the Germany pavilion here, these, right? But you don't have to purchase 5 different ones. You could say, I want to buy 5 warm raclette cheeses, and you can buy them, and then you get 5 stamps. And it lists all of the different things here. It does say what's new here, but once you get 5 different stamps here, then you get a completer festival treat at the very end. Something else that was at the front that I haven't seen before, there's a little pamphlet here that says fun for families with kids. And it gives you different things that you can do with your kids around EPCOT and different places, different rides that they might like, and different places around EPCOT for you to visit. This is presented by Baby Bell. This is pretty interesting. It's almost like a mini map, not showing all the things. Wow, that's fun. All right, now we're headed into Creation Shop. I have a feeling that I have to go around the outside to get into a line over here. They do have stanchions set up, but at the moment there is no line, because it is almost 10 o'clock. And I think most people have come in and got their shopping out of the way. Bought their Walt statues for $95. Back here, sort of near the back, where all the Halloween merch is, we also have, I believe, the festival merch over here. You can see the Loungefly already right here. Yeah, I like this. We were switching to a pie eye on Figment here. How much fun. I don't know that I've ever seen, oh, and it says International Food and Wine Festival on the inside there. I don't know if I've ever seen this Dole Whip one either. I like that. That's cool. There it is, a big crowd out here for all of the merch, including these ears. You can see the Spirit jersey there with the pie-eyed figment, the spice of life. Kind of like this purple tie-dye, that's fun. Huh. I do like me a good Tervis tumbler, but I also don't have an orange one. There's $35. These things used to be $27. There's the Corksicle too. $45. $30 for this hat. And the thing that I think is interesting is it kind of looks like somebody took a bite out of the support there on the bottom of Spaceship Earth, as if it were made of cheese. You can see all the other ones do not have a bite taken out of it, but this one does. There's no other explanation to it. It says it's for the Food and Wine Festival. Yeah, why is there a bite taken out of it? Well, this is an interesting one because it sort of has like little teeny tiny sleeves on it. For $35, International Food and Wine Festival 2024. All right, here it is. This is the pass holder t-shirt for the International Food and Wine Festival. Taste your way around the world. Mickey and Minnie having some sushi and some fruit. Nothing on the back. This is cool. I like this a lot. How much is this? $35, and you do get an annual pass holder discount on it. Trying to see these Food and Wine Festival pins. This is the annual pass holder one. And this is just a regular one. Does this one spin? I think it does, but I can't. It doesn't. That's strange, right? And they have a mystery pin set where you get one of these pins in there. Mickey and Minnie, Figment, Ratatouille, and Remy, Donald and Goofy, Chip and Dale, Stitch, and the Swedish Chef. There's no guarantee that you're going to get the Swedish Chef. There's another Food and Wine Festival pin, $17.99. Man, I don't collect pins, and I didn't realize pins were this expensive. But they do have a Beaker and Honeydew Muppet Labs pin. Love to see it. $17.99. Here's the little crossbody lug that you can also use as a waist pack on a belt. This is a lug bag with Remy on the front. The thing about lug bags is they got lots and lots of different pockets everywhere. You can see just on the front here, there's 3 of them. And this is $65. And they were originally eliminating it to 1, but they told us that they just changed it to 2 per guest. We love some Muppets content right here. Muppet Labs, kind of like a interesting looking beaker-esque cup for $15. And then there's a Muppet Labs shirt over here too, with Beaker and Honeydew on it. I'm liking that they are embracing some of the Muppets. I hope that they're not embracing the Muppets because we're going to be getting rid of the Muppets at Hollywood Studios, but I'm glad to see them embracing the Muppets. All right, we are all done. We didn't show you guys all of the merch, but we showed you guys kind of the idea of the merch. Now, I'm gonna sit down somewhere and try to figure out or make a plan for what food we're gonna get, because the food booths should start opening very, very soon. You can see behind me, they're starting to set up here at Coastal Eats, getting ready for people to come out. Just came over here to look at the progress of Test Track. They are redoing it and making it into Test Track 3.0. So far, we used to have an awning out front. That awning is now completely gone. And you can see they have moved all of the cars out front. Hello! So you guys can still see your Chevy cars out front while it's not open, because Chevy still will be the sponsor of Test Track. So as you can see, the food booths are not open yet. They do not open until 11 officially. They said they're gonna try to get these opened up a little bit early. And this is my plan. I'm gonna start here with Flavors from Fire, go over to the Odyssey building, then head out to Mexico and try to make my way clockwise around World Showcase all the way halfway around. That's the plan for today, is to try to make it halfway around to the America section, because their entire menu is new and it's all hot dogs. So I'm wearing my shirt, always hungry, never full. Hot dogs going through the skeleton. Available on TimTracker.com/shop. If you're interested, yeah, that's my plan. I want to get there. There's a lot of new stuff to try along the way, but the goal is to make it to America. So the new item here this year is the Impossible Montreal style burger slider with cheddar and tomato jam on a sesame seed bun for $6. I'm excited to try it. You can use your Disney dining plan on it. It's a snack credit and it is vegetarian. Or I guess we shouldn't say it's made without animal meat, dairy, eggs, or honey. So technically vegan. As we're waiting for Flavors from Fire to open, you can see they have a sign for a meal fromage montage. And they've got some photos of some of the things that are available. Some of these look pretty good. We love a warm raclette, and the griddled cheese, so good. The cheese bread from Brazil. Actually, all these seemed very familiar. This Boursin fig and balsamic doesn't sound familiar, but the rest of these do sound the same. All right, I got my Impossible slider, and I'm making my way maybe over to Odyssey to find a spot to sit down and eat it in maybe the air conditioning or shade. Before we head into the Brew Wing Lab, the new thing this year is the unnecessarily spicy yet extremely tasty Carolina Reaper wings. Pepper curry wings with creamy cucumber riata for $7.75. Where are they? Oh, right down here. All right, so we are going to give those a try. Not looking forward to it because it sounds very spicy, but it is a new thing this year, so we're heading in and trying it. But we're also gonna eat the Impossible Burger in there. What we're gonna do first is we're gonna cut this thing in half. Let's get a little cross section of it so you guys can see what it looks like on the inside. There it is, that's what the inside looks like. All right, let's give this a try. I'm excited, it looks very good. So far, very tomatoey, but like sweet tomatoes. Like an oniony tomato. That's kind of good, actually. It's really good. Matter of fact, it almost tastes like a bacon. The Impossible is pretty good. A little salty there, though. I mean, for an Impossible Burger, this is delightful. Like a salty hamburger. A bit like more like moist feeling, like easy, like a less al dente of a bite than a regular burger would be. You got the onion and tomato on top, the cheese, quote unquote cheese. This is great. I would totally eat this again. Wow. You guys know I love my burgers. This is an Impossible Burger, and it is very good. This is interesting. The theming inside of this area is the same as it was last year, all the way even down to the fact that they have a sign here about the Brussels sprout. But I don't think the Brussels sprout is on the menu this year. I'm gonna look really quick. All right, looking at the menu, and I'm not seeing the Brussels sprouts on the menu. All right, let's go back in and get the unnecessarily spicy yet extremely tasty Carolina Reaper pepper curry wings. Also, Nick is right there. I'm gonna film a TikTok with you.
Oh, okay, that's exciting.
Yeah.
I also want to try those wings.
Which ones? The spicy ones?
What you just said.
Okay. I do have to admit, I wish that the sauce was a little bit more spread out, because I think that that'll cut some of the heat. But alas, this is what we're getting. Kind of smells like coffee. I was like smelling coffee when I had this picked up, and I think it's this that smells. It's the curry, I guess, but it smells like coffee. It doesn't smell too spicy. It does smell spicy, but it kind of smells like coffee. I'm interested in it. We'll have to give it a try. All right, wish me luck. I'm going in. Let's see, a little saucy sauce on there too. Okay. Oh God. Jeez. I thought, it's Disney. Maybe it won't be so bad. Oh, that hit hard fast. Holy cow. I thought it was just gonna be on like the tip of my tongue. It hit the back of my throat. It's all around my face. Oh, that was a rough first bite. Wow, I just got like cold chills, hot chills? What do you call it? It's like sweat running down the back of there's Nick. Sweat running down the back of my neck. Holy cow. That was too much. Ooh. So you know that feeling when you're out in the sun and you can feel the sun like beating down on you? That's what my mouth feels like right now. It's like I just took a bite out of the sun. There is a photo op in here where you can act like you are Beaker or Honeydew. Right here. Look at this gigantic camcorder. Also, I like this green KitchenAid mixer. All right, we made our way out of the Odyssey building, and now we are here in World Showcase. First stop, the Mexico Pavilion. So everything from the Mexico booth is new this year. Tostada de camarones, shrimp. Flauta de barbacoa, fried tortillas filled with barbacoa beef topped with salsa verde, crema mexicana, and queso fresco for $8. And then for dessert, there is a cornbread, a pan de elote. And that is traditional Mexican cornbread topped with chocolate sauce and queso fresco. That sounds so good and interesting. I cannot wait to try it. And that is $6. All right, this is the flauta de barbacoa. Let's see if I can cut it open so you guys can get a cross section of it. So this is a flauta stuffed with barbacoa. Oh, that looks very nice on the inside. Yeah, looks pretty good. All right, let's give it a try. Oh, heck yeah. Oh, man. Fried flauta, you get that super crunchy crunch. Barbacoa has really good flavor to it. Oh, man. And the cheese on top. This almost tastes like a dessert. Like the fried flauta almost tastes desserty. Like it almost tastes like a sweet tortilla. I would 100% eat this again. This is so good. Wow. I feel like the Mexico Pavilion always pulls through with something tasty every single year. That was so good. Ooh, you guys got to try this when you come. All right, let's have a look at this. Look at this beautiful, beautiful concoction. Man, I cannot wait to give this a try. I'm so excited to try cornbread with chocolate sauce. This will actually be my first time trying this microphone in the wind too. See how it does. Oh, the cornbread is cold. Ooh, this is an interesting flavor. Okay. The chocolate sauce is kind of like watery, and then the corn adds, there might even be a little bit of spice in there, but I still also have a lot of spice in my mouth from those chicken wings. But the corn sneaks in there. Corn and chocolate. This is something I've never had before. It's corn and chocolate. And I'm trying to find it. Like, it is good, but the corn sneaks through every once in a while and gives you like kind of like a surprise that you're not expecting. This is wild. It almost makes the corn taste as if it was a fruit. It's like tricking your mouth into thinking that the corn kind of seems like it would be a fruit. But it's not. It's corn. It does have the juice. This is wild. Raspberry is really good with it too. Wow. See, this is what I like. I love tasting things, even if they're not good. This one, as a matter of fact, is good, but like, even if they're not good, I like tasting something that I've never tasted before. This is amazing. I can't believe this. I can't believe how good that is. Wow. All right, it is starting to lightly rain, but we're making our way to the next booth. Headed over to the China booth. Got two new items here. One of them has shrimp in it, so I'm just gonna be trying the duck bao. Last year they had the pan-fried chicken dumplings, but this year they have the crispy duck bao bun with hoisin sauce for $8.25. They also have the Shanghai scallion noodles with shrimp for $8.50. That is it. Both of those last two are new items. All three of these you can use the dining plan on as a snack credit. All right, so this is the crispy duck bao with hoisin sauce. A little bit of cucumber in there too. Pickled cucumber maybe? Didn't say on any of the menus what this was, if it was pickle or if it was cucumber. So this looks really nice. That's a very crispy looking duck. Let's give this a try. Okay, pretty good. It's like smoky. Wow, this is really good. Tastes like a smoked duck. Has like a bite to it, almost like a snap when you bite into it. I know that could be the cucumber, but it is a crispy duck, so there is some crispiness to the outside of it. It's a very good flavor. I mean, this is delicious. If you could, and this is gonna be hard to imagine, but if you could imagine what bacon would taste like if it was made of duck, so that's what this is. It's very good. So far, with the exception, this is just my preference, of the super spicy wings, Everything that we've had so far has been ridiculously great. All right, on to the next booth. There is an India booth in between here and the refreshment outpost. We're headed to the refreshment outpost. The India booth doesn't have anything new. Chicken tikka masala and the potato and pea samosa. As we arrive at the India booth, you can see Remy's up top there with some tea, and that is part of the Remy scavenger hunt. I thought it was all stuff that has to do with making ratatouille, but this is tea and herbs. Maybe these are just herbs. All right, so this is where we're at in the African outpost here at the refreshment outpost. We're gonna be getting the Impossible Spicy Sausage with peri-peri peppers and onions and peri-peri aioli for $6.50. The curried chicken and South African Boers sausage stew with chickpea and potatoes served in a bread bowl for $5.75. And then we're gonna get the chocolate amarula mousse with white chocolate for $6.25. All right, up first, we're trying this peri-peri Impossible sausage. I'm excited for this. This looks so good. It's like peri-peri aioli and onions. We'll see. Peri-peri is one of my favorite spices. I don't really like too many spices, but this one is one of them. Oh no, am I having another like spicy thing? Let's see. Pretty good. The sausage, because it's an Impossible sausage, it tastes kind of bready. So it's kind of like having a bread hot dog and a bread bun. But the flavor is really good. I don't know about this one. I don't know if I would get this again. It's not bad, but I've had better things. I would say maybe skip this one. Oh, I'm starting to get some of the spice now. In the aioli. That's where it's at. This is the curry chicken and South African Boerewors sausage stew. And this kind of reminds me of Sanaa. And I really enjoyed Sanaa. So I'm excited. This is their bread bowl right here. So I'm thinking that they were supposed to open that up and put this stuff inside of it here. But yeah, so basically it's just this stuff with some bread. Okay, so let's give it a try. Yeah, that's really good. Chickpea, like pork, basically. That's what Boerewors is. Like a pork sausage and some chicken. This is good. Not overly flavored of curry. And it's a yellow curry too. Yeah. That's so good. Wow. I could eat this again for sure. If you're a fan of yellow curry, get on it, get it. It's delicious. All right, this is the chocolate amarula mousse with white chocolate. This looks like a gigantic zebra dome, right? Let me see if I can get this in half for you guys so you can see. Yes. Ooh, okay, look at that. That looks so good. Oh, I can't wait to try this. All right, let's give it a try here. Yeah. It's like a giant zebra dome. That's so good. If you're a fan of the zebra dome from Animal Kingdom Lodge, here you go. This is really good. It's like a super creamy chocolate mousse with a cookie bottom. 2 different kinds of chocolate. Shout out to Refreshment Outpost for really putting some delicious stuff out there for this one. We have just enough time to do one more food item. So we are headed towards Italy. There are new food items between here and Italy, but Italy has Italian style, or it's like Italian style nachos, which I thought were kind of silly because that doesn't make any sense to me, right? So we're heading over to Italy. We're gonna give that a try. Then we'll have to call it a day. We're having some more fun stuff. It's a very packed weekend, but we will 100% be back for more food and wine as the event progresses. All right, here we are at the Italy booth, and no disrespect to anybody that works at the Italy booth or anybody that makes the food here, but we have traditionally not had good food at the Italy booth. Everything is new this year, so maybe that'll change. But specifically today, we are trying these Italian style nachos, homemade beef ragu, pasta chips, tomato sauce, dried ricotta cheese for $9.25. Here's a picture of what it is supposed to look like. Let's go get it and see what it actually looks like. All right, this is what it actually looks like. $9.25. What do you guys think? All right, let's see. Let's see. These are supposed to be like pasta chips. Oh, okay. There's so much grease in the bottom. Is it soaked through? Oh, it's starting to. You can see it. I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you. It's not bad. However, it was $9.25. It kind of has a really good flavor. The chips are crunchy. The cheese is good. Not worth $9.25, and it's very greasy, but it tastes good. I don't know. I'm not disappointed with it. The only thing I wish that it had was some like Parmesan cheese. Throw some of that in there, and it's beautiful. This would be amazing. All right, so we are starting to head out. It has been a great day. Like, had a really good time. All the food, most of the food that we had was very delicious. The merch is good. There's a lot of excitement happening today because it's the opening day. It was fun. But yeah, we are headed towards the exit though. It's a little hot out here. There's the Australia booth. This is the first time I've ever seen a booth that is just like a tent. I wonder why they didn't go through the full theming of it. I feel like the Australia booth used to be over there. I wonder what this means. Here's something we didn't see on the way in. Sugar Boo has a booth here at Food and Wine Festival. So there you have it. That was our trip out to EPCOT for the very first day of the International Food and Wine Festival. It was so good. I had so many delicious food items. So glad that we are having some like Muppets merch finally. And like all the merch was really good. I really like that purple tie-dye shirt. I like that a lot. Those wings, a bit spicy for me, a bit out of my taste enjoyment range. Everything else that we had, so good. The flauta from Mexico, so good. The cornbread from Mexico, ridiculously good. The hamburger, ridiculously good. I'm just like very happy with everything that we had. So good, with the exception of a few of them. Like the sausage from Refreshment Outpost, not my favorite. The nachos from Italy, not my favorite. But still, both of those were not bad. Like, I didn't have anything that I was like, gross, I'll never eat this again. Aside from those wings that were just a little bit too spicy for me. I know that some people will really like them, and a lot of people will really like the challenge of eating something that spicy too. So, I don't know. It was a very successful and exciting day. So all in all, it was a fantastic day. And with that being said, we are off. We'll see y'all tomorrow.
Hi, we're the Whitings in the UK, and now it's time to pay the price.